Welcome to Investing in Cryptocurrency, brought to you by CryptoVice.com.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Investing in Cryptocurrency, only on CryptoVice TV. You can follow us on Twitter at CryptoVice1. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can like and share our videos. And you can also check our website out, CryptoVice.com. Today we're going to talk about basic chart analysis and the basic understanding of chart trends. Because whether you're a newbie or not, whether you're new into trading or you want to get into Bitcoin in general, the question will be always, inevitably, when do you buy and when do you sell? And there's a couple of basic, very basic chart trends and ideas that you should have in your mind as you make your decisions. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum, but hang out until the end of the video and we'll give you two others that might be a buy point as well based on the same chart analysis. Before we jump into it, if you're interested in checking out a Bitcoin conference, check out the Bitcoin Super Conference in Dallas, Texas next February. It's all about blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, etc. And it's a great opportunity for you to learn more about the industry as well as meet people in the industry. And if you go online and register, you can put our promo code in CryptoVice39, CryptoVice39, and get a 10% discount. So go ahead and do that, and we will see you in Dallas in February. Now, without further ado, take a quick look at the market, and you can see that Bitcoin is pushing the $12,000 price point, and the altcoins are keeping up pretty well. But again, the question is, when do you get in? When do you get out? How can you take advantage of the ups and downs and the variabilities of the market? And there's very basic charting analysis that you can do to help you make those decisions. Let's go to Bittrex, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, if we look at the Ethereum chart, because Ethereum is one of the more common altcoins, and I think it also proves to be a good opportunity for investment, we can see a downward trend. If you go to any exchange, you will see that their default chart is going to be a candlestick chart. Candlestick charts are very common in the cryptocurrency world. They're also very common in stock market and any other investment portal because they allow you to see the activity within the certain time period. Now you can have, this chart is a 1-day candlestick chart, but you can go into a micro view as well and select 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. If you're looking to trade more of a day trading type of approach, then you want to look at these shorter versions. If you're looking for more of a long-term play and you want to look at the long-term historic trends, then you definitely want to pick a candlestick time value that's at least a day, if not longer. So in this case, let's look at the day, and I'm going to just very quickly go over what these candlesticks mean. Now, if we look at this candlestick, it's on November 23rd. The following one is November 24th. The following one is the 25th, etc. Each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day of activity, 1 day of trading for the Ethereum coin on Bittrex. And this is on Bittrex. So if you go to any other exchange, these candlesticks will be different. But on Bittrex, on the 23rd of November, Ethereum was trading at a pretty wide range. And the reason I know this is a relatively wide range is because you can see the lines at the top and bottom of this bar. The lines at the top and bottom of the bar signify the high and the low of that day's value. Now, if you look over here, this is the summary of the line as well. And that summary says that the high was 0.0585, the low was 0.048. So you can see that there was quite a bit of variability on the 23rd. But the good thing is that from the start of the day to the end of the day, Ethereum was about 12% up. At the bottom of this green bar was where the day opened, and that was around 0.0507. At the top of this green bar is where the day closed, 0.0575. So the lines below and above it are the intraday variability outside of the open and close. The following day opened at the top here at 0.0575, but because of the red bar, it went down and closed at 0.052. Now, there was a little bit of an uptick. As you can see, this line exceeds the line from the day before, but ultimately, Ethereum closed lower for the day. The summary of this bar shows that the high was at 0.0592 and the low was at 0.0526. Now, as you can see, the subsequent days have been a downward trend for Ethereum, and this is why I think Ethereum might be a buy opportunity. If we zoom out and we look at the macro view, this is where the basic chart analysis comes into play. So now that we know a little bit about candlesticks, let's talk about how to read the chart. Now, I'm going to put a line right here, and the reason I'm putting this line here is to give you an idea of what the support line is. The support line is basically the value at which the cryptocurrency or the investment of whatever you're doing or whatever you're charting, the support line is the value that that investment has not gone below. So essentially what that means is that if this support line is at 0.0378 or 0.038, let's just say, Ethereum has not gone below 0.0378 for the last 6 months since April. And when I say below, I mean for a long period of time, at least a day. And as you can see here in mid-April, when it was at that 0.038, it responded quite nicely and went all the way up to 0.015. So it was about a 4 times profit. So when you think about a support line, think about the foundation that an investment is building upon. Now, over the last 6 months, this support line has created a decent opportunity for profit, but it also has shown that that profit has dwindled. So if you got in at the support line and didn't take profits when it rallied, then you're basically breaking even now that it's meeting the support line again. You can see also that there are other support lines here. And then you can see there's even support lines below the current one of 0.038. So depending on how you look at this, there are a lot of support lines that you can kind of evaluate to determine when to make your investment. But for the purposes of this, let's just go ahead and quickly talk about these 4 support lines. Right now, we already talked about the 0.038. Now, if this support line is broken, which means Ethereum goes down below 0.37, give or take, 375, the next support line would be right around the 0.035 mark. If it breaks that, it would go back down to 0.025, that support line. And then if it breaks that, the next heavy support line is 0.015. Now, that's not saying that if it breaks, it's going to go all the way down, it's going to break again and break again, it's going to keep going. But that just gives you an idea of where the trend would be if those support lines are broken. The good news is that Ether has tested the support line multiple times over the last month and going all the way back to April. And every time it's been tested, as you can see, back in April, it was tested and it responded positively into an upward trend. And a few weeks ago, it was tested and responded positively. So one could say that as it's being tested today, it could very well respond positively because of the historic trends. Now, the other line to think about is the resistance line. The resistance line is the value at which your investment cannot break through in an upward trend. So in essence, it's the ceiling. And once that ceiling is hit, just like a rubber ball in a room, it's going to bounce back down to the floor. And so if you look at Ethereum, this obviously at the 0.15 mark, that was the resistance for over the last 6 months. But there's been multiple different resistance that have caused the Ethereum to go back down to the support lines. If we go back to September, the support line of 0.068 was there for a while, got resistance at 0.095, and eventually broke through that support line of 0.068, which is why we're here today. But again, for the purposes of this video, we talk about the support line being at 0.038 or 0.037 at the lowest. The resistance line has proven to be at 0.055 and really no higher than that since October. So as you can see, the support line of 0.038 was tested in early November. It responded positively, but unfortunately there was a resistance and it didn't go past the 0.055. Went back down to test the support line again, had a positive response, and it actually broke through the resistance of 0.055 to then go up to 0.0 0.059. But unfortunately, there was a resistance line from October at around the 0.06 mark that caused Ethereum to then go back down. So now that it's testing its support line yet again at 0.038, it seems like there could be an opportunity to buy and to sell gradually on its way back up to that resistance line of 0.06. If it breaks the 0.06 mark, the next resistance line would be right around the 0.07 mark, give or take. And then, of course, if it breaks that, it continues the upward trend. So these are very basic chart analysis tools. Getting an understanding of what the chart looks like and what each of these trends means will allow you to make better investments. It'll allow you to kind of sit back, take the emotion out of it, and be more analytical in your investment choices. There are other things to consider like wedges and heads and shoulders, flags and pennants, etc. And as you can see, Ethereum is actually in a pennant formation over the last 4 months or so. But that's detail that you don't necessarily need to get into right now. So understanding the support line, understanding the resistance line, and really understanding what these candlesticks mean in each one of these bars is a great start for learning charts and learning how to properly invest, or at least de-risk your investments, both in cryptocurrency, stock, and anything else that you have charted out. And by the way, we looked at Ethereum today, but you can also look at two coins that have very similar trending patterns, NXT and Digibyte, DGB, two other coins worthy of consideration. So thanks for joining, I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. And before you go, like our video, share our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check us out on Twitter at CryptoVice1. Thanks for watching and have a good day.